Hello viewers, in today's topic we will discuss about integration by substitution method. Here the basic concept is to identify the derivative of a function. First you have to study the standard integrals. Number 1, integration of tan x dx is equal to log of mod of sec x plus c, or you can say minus of log of mod of cos x plus c. Number 2, integration of cot x dx is equal to log of mod of sin x plus c. Number 3, integration of sec x dx is equal to log of mod of sec x plus tan x plus c. Number 4 is integration of cosec x dx is equal to log of mod of cosec x minus cot x plus c. Okay. Now we will see the formula proof of these four integrals. Number 1, integration of tan x dx. What is tan x? Tan x means sin x by cos x. So I can write this as sin x by cos x dx. Now you see the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So if I let cos x is equal to t, then if I differentiate respect to x, I will get minus sin x is equal to dt by dx. So if I multiply by dx on the left side, I will get dx is equal to dt. It implies sin x dx is equal to minus of dt. So the integral becomes minus sign comes outside the integral, dt by t. We know if I integrate 1 by t, we get log of mod t. It is log of mod t plus c. The value of t is equal to cos x. So it becomes minus of log of cos x plus c. See, this is minus 1. If I take this as power of the cos x, it becomes log of 1 by cos, that is sec x plus c. This is your number 1. Now number 2, second formula. The second formula is integration of cot x dx. What is cot x? Cot x means cos x by sin x. Now again we know that the derivative of sin x is cos x. So if I let sin x is equal to t, so differentiating respect to x, we get cos x multiplied by dx is equal to dt. Therefore the integral becomes dt by t. We know if I integrate dt by t, I will get log of mod of t plus c, that is log of mod of sin x plus c. This is your number 2. Now what about number 3? Number 3 is sec x. Sec x dx. See, for this integral we will multiply by sec x plus tan x in the numerator and denominator. See, we have multiplied by the factor sec x plus tan x in the numerator and denominator, then it is dx. For this formula proof, you have to know that derivative of sec x and tan x is sec x tan x plus sec square x. So if I let sec x plus tan x is equal to t, differentiate this, you'll get for sec x it is sec x tan x, and for tan x it is sec square x. Now multiply by dx, it is equal to dt. So if you take your sec common, it becomes sec x into tan x plus sec x dx is equal to dt. Therefore the integral becomes dt by t, which is your log of mod of t plus c. Hence your answer is log of mod of sec x plus tan x plus c. This is number 3. Now number 4. Number 4 is cosec x dx. Just like number 3, we have to multiply by the factor cosec x into cosec x minus cot x divided by cosec x minus cot x dx. See, we have multiplied by the factor cosec x minus cot x. Now if you take let cosec x minus cot x is equal to t, now differentiate. For cosec x, your derivative is minus of cosec x cot x, and for cot x derivative is minus cosec square x. So minus minus plus cosec square x multiply by dx is equal to dt. So if you take cosec common, it becomes cosec x into cosec x minus cot x dx is equal to dt. So the integral becomes, see, the value of cosec x into cosec x minus cot x dx is equal to dt. So it is dt by t. So answer is log of mod of t plus c, and the result will be log of mod of cosec x minus cot x plus c. So these are the 4 basic formulae of substitution method. Now we will discuss about standard results. There are 6 standard results that you have to remember. Number 1, integration of dx by x square minus s square is equal to 1 by twice a log of mod of x minus a by x plus a mod. Here mod of x is greater than mod of a. Number 2, dx by a square minus x square is equal to 1 by twice a log of mod of a plus x by a minus x, provided mod of a should be greater than mod of x. Number 3, dx by x square plus s square is equal to 1 by a tan inverse of x by a plus c. Tan inverse of x by a plus c. Number 4, dx by square root of x square plus s square is equal to log of mod of x plus square root of x square plus s square plus c. Number 5, dx by square root of x square minus a square is equal to log of mod of x plus square root of x square minus a square plus c, and number 6 is dx by square root of a square minus x square is equal to sin inverse of x by a plus c, provided mod of x should be less than equal to mod of a. This is 6 standard results. Now we will discuss their proofs. Number 1, integration of dx by x square minus a square. See, if I factorize this, I will get x plus a by x minus a. Now multiply by the constant twice a. See, here x is the variable, a is a constant. So if you multiply by twice, I will get twice a by x plus a into x minus a dx. What is twice a? Twice a is x plus a minus x minus a. See, if I find the difference of x plus a and x minus a, I will get twice a by x plus a into x minus a. Now dividing by the denominator, I get x plus a divided by this, I will get 1 by x minus a by 1 by x plus a. See, we know that if I integrate 1 by x, this is log of mod x. Similarly, if I integrate 1 by x plus minus k, this is log of mod of x plus minus of k. They are same. If I integrate 1 by x, I get log of mod x. If I integrate 1 by x plus minus k, this is log of mod of x plus minus k. You must write plus c and plus c. Okay. So now we have similar cases here. This is 1 by x minus a and this is 1 by x plus a. So if I integrate them, I will get 1 by twice a into, for 1 by x minus a, it is log of x minus a, log of mod of x minus a, and for 1 by x plus a, this is log of mod of x plus a, log of mod of x plus a. Now I must write plus c. Plus c is the constant of integration. What is log a minus log b? Log a by b. So it becomes 1 by twice a log of mod of x minus a by x plus a plus c. This is number 1. Now let's solve number 2. Integration of dx by a square minus x square. Now again, if I factorize it, I will get dx by a plus x into a minus x. Now if I multiply by the constant 1 by twice a, I will get twice a by a plus x, a minus x dx. See, 1 by twice a, I can express twice a as a plus x plus a minus x by a plus x into a minus x dx. Dividing a plus x by the denominator will get This is 1 by twice a, is a constant multiplied in the outside. Now dividing by this, I will get 1 by a minus x plus 1 by a plus x. See, this is your integral. You have to integrate them. I already told you, if I integrate 1 by x, this is log of mod of x. So this is 1 by x. It is log of mod of a minus x. But see, here the x is multiplied by minus 1. So I have to divide by minus 1. So it is minus of log of a minus x. And for this, it is log of mod of a plus x plus c. It becomes 1 by twice a log of mod of a plus x by a minus x. This is number 2. Number 3. Integration of dx by x square plus a square. See, to integrate this, we have to understand some trigonometric substitution. Trigonometric substitution. Okay. Number 1, if you are given x square plus a square, or in the form of square root of x square plus a square, then we put x equal to a tan theta x, because we know that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. That's why we put x equal to a tan theta or a cot theta. But we prefer x equal to a tan theta. Number 2, if you are given a square plus x square, or in the form of square root of a square plus x square, they are same. This is same, right? Now if you are given a square minus x square and under square root a square minus x square, we put x equal to a sin theta or a cos theta. But mostly we prefer the first a sin theta. And number 3, it is given, if you are given x square minus a square oblique square root of x square minus a square, we can put x equal to a sec theta, or you can say a cosec theta. But in most of the cases we prefer x equal to a sec theta. Now you can see that here it is given x square plus x square, so we will put x equal to a tan theta. So put x equal to a tan theta. Now differentiating respect to x, we get dx is equal to, for tan theta it is sec square theta into d theta. And now you place the values of dx and x in the integral, we will get a sec square theta d theta by a square tan square theta plus a square. If you take a square common in the denominator, it is 1 plus tan square theta, and in the numerator a sec square theta d theta. A square can be cancelled. This is 1 by a is a constant. You get sec square by 1 plus tan square. What do you mean by 1 plus tan square? This is also sec square, so they are cancelled. So you are left with 1 into d theta. So if I integrate d theta, I will get 1 by a theta plus c. So the integral is 1 by a theta plus c. See, from here I can say that x equal to a tan theta. Therefore, x by a is equal to tan theta. It implies your tan theta is equal to tan inverse of x by a. So I can write that the integral becomes 1 by a theta is equal to tan inverse of x by a plus c. This is your number 3. Number 4 is integration of dx by square root of x square plus s square. See, just like your first substitution method, put x equal to a tan theta. So if I differentiate, I will get dx equal to a sec square theta d theta. Now place the values, you will get a sec square theta d theta, and after putting x equal to a tan theta, I will get s square common. It is 1 plus tan square, is nothing but sec square theta. Now a square takes square root, it is a cancelled, and sec square, if I take square root, it is sec square by sec, it is sec theta. Now the integration of sec theta is equal to log of mod of sec theta plus tan theta. Now think about trigonometric function. You are given that x by a is equal to tan theta. So from here, if I draw the triangle for the angle theta, what is tan theta? X by a, perpendicular by base. So what about the hypotenuse? This is square root of s square plus x square, or you can write x square plus a square. Now I can find out sec theta. What is sec theta? Hypotenuse by base. So it is square root of x square plus s square by a. And what is tan theta? It is x by a plus c. If you take LCM, you will get log of mod of x plus square root of x square plus s square by a. What is log a by b? Log a minus log b. So this can be further expressed as, this is log a. Log a is equal to x plus square root of x square plus s square minus log a plus the constant c. See, in different integral we do not write non-arbitrary constants. So I can write c minus log a as another constant. This is plus c1. So the integral is log of mod of x plus square root of x square plus s square plus c1. This is your number 4. Number 4. Now it's time to solve number 5. Almost similar. It is x square minus s square. See, for this type of cases, we put x equal to a sec theta. Now differentiate dx is equal to a sec theta tan theta d theta. Now place the values, you will get a sec theta tan theta d theta. Now place the values, you will get a square sec square theta minus s square. If you take s square common, it will be a sec theta tan theta. Take s square common, a into, for sec square minus 1, it is again tan square theta. Take square root tan theta d theta. So a gets cancelled, tan theta gets cancelled. It is again sec theta d theta. Sec theta d theta. Now integrate this, you will get log of mod of sec theta plus tan theta plus c. Now from trigonometry, you will get x by a is equal to sec theta. If I draw triangle, what is sec theta? Perpendicular by base. So your x by a, you can find the length of perpendicular. This is square root of x square minus a square. So from here, if I find the value of sec theta is equal to log of mod of x by a, and tan theta, what is tan theta? Perpendicular by base, it becomes square root of x square minus s square by small a plus c. Now upon integration up, it is log a by b, take LCM, it is log a x square minus s square minus log a. See, log a is a constant in the denominator. Now log a plus c, this is another constant. If I assume log a plus c is another constant plus c1, the integral becomes log of mod of x plus square root of x square minus a square. This is number 5. Now it's time to solve number 6. Number 6, it is dx by square root of s square minus x square. For this, we put x equal to a sine theta. Now differentiate, dx is equal to a cos theta d theta. Now place the values, you will get a cos theta d theta divided by square root of s square minus s square sine square theta. Now if you take a square common from the denominator, s square is taken out, a 1 minus sine square is cos square, take square root, it is cos theta, then d theta, cos cancel, a cancel, it is nothing but only d theta. If I integrate d theta, I will get theta plus c. Now from here, what is x by a? X by a is equal to sine theta. So your theta can be expressed as sine inverse of x by a. So your integral becomes sine inverse of x by a plus c. So these are the 6 standard results of substitution method. You have to remember this 10 formulae to solve each and every questions of substitution method. Now we will discuss different forms of integral. Number 1. 1 by ax square bx plus c dx. That is the reciprocal of a quadratic expression. The value of a can be positive or can be negative. Number 2. 1 by square root of ax square plus bx plus c. In both the cases, the value of a can be negative or positive. Be negative or positive. Here the main motto is to find perfect square. For example, if you are given equation of this form, x square plus x plus 1. See, this is a quadratic expression. Now how to integrate this? We will try to make perfect square. Here dx x square plus x can be expressed as 2 into x into half. See, x square plus 2 into x into half, and this 1 can be expressed as 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. What is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4? It is 1. So it becomes dx by x plus half whole square plus 3 by 4 will be root 3 by 2 whole square. Now if you take x plus half is equal to any variable t, differentiate in respect to x, you will get dx is equal to dt. So the integral becomes dt by t square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So I can easily integrate this. This is the formula number 3. Dx by x square plus s square 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. When the value of a, when the value of a is positive, this integral becomes either in these following forms: t square plus minus a square, t square plus minus a square. When it is positive, in the form of 1 by a, tan inverse x by a. When it is negative, in the form of 1 by twice a log of x minus a by x plus a. And when the value of a is negative, when the value of a is negative, then it gives rise to the form a square minus t square, which is 1 by twice a log of mod of a plus x by a minus x. So in this case, the results can be either in these few forms: dt by t square plus a square, or dt by t square minus a square, when the value of a is positive. And when, don't think it should be b or anything else, b, take something else, p square. And when the value of a is negative, then the integral gives rise to dt by t square minus t square. And in this case, it gives rise to dt by square root of t square plus p square, or dt by square root of t square minus p square. And when the value of a is negative, a means the leading coefficient, the coefficient of x squared is negative, then it gives rise to dt by a square minus t square. So for this the formula will be, p square. For this the formula is log of mod of t plus root over t square of b square, and for this the formula will be log of mod of t plus root over t square minus p square, and for this it is sin inverse of t by p. So this is from number 1. From number 2, your third form is px plus q by ax square plus bx plus c. Quadratic by, linear by quadratic. Linear by quadratic. In this kind of form, we express px plus q as derivative of ax square plus bx plus c L into plus a constant m. I repeat, in this kind of form, we express px plus q as derivative of ax square plus bx plus c plus a constant m. So the integral becomes L into derivative of ax square plus bx plus c. See, for the quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c, if I differentiate, it becomes linear. So this is linear, this is constant. If I equate them, I will find the values of small l and small m, and then we will further integrate this like this. This is dx, derivative of ax square plus bx plus c divided by ax square plus bx plus c, and m into dx by ax square plus bx plus c. You can see this is nothing but your form 1, and this is dt by t. This is log of mod t, log of mod t. This is t, its derivative is dt. So this is dt by t, answer will be log of mod t. And number 4th form is px plus q square root of ax square plus bx plus c. In this case, we again write px plus q is equal to L into derivative of ax square plus bx plus c plus m. Then with equating the powers of x in both sides, we find the values of L and m. Then the integral becomes this and this. This is your form 2, and this is dt by root t is twice root t. Now number 5 form is dx by ax plus b into square root of cx plus d. In this case, we put cx plus d is equal to t square, and then we integrate. Differentiating this, we find the value of dx, and you place the value of x. Your x will be is equal to t square minus d by c here, and we integrate the integral. This is your form number 5. Form number 6 is dx by ax plus b square root of px square plus qx plus r. Linear into square root of quadratic. In this case, we put ax plus b is equal to 1 by t, and then we differentiate. We get a dx is equal to minus 1 by t square dt, and from here we can find that x equal to 1 by t minus a divided by minus b divided by a, and you put the value of x here, and then we integrate. And number 7 form is square root of ax plus b by cx plus d. In this kind of form, we multiply the numerator and denominator by ax plus b square root. It becomes ax plus b into square root of ax plus b into cx plus d. Now see, after multiplying this, it becomes a quadratic expression like this: px square plus qx plus r, and in the numerator you are given ax plus b. So this is nothing but form number 4. So these are the 7 different forms that you will come across in substitution method.